When I was making pretty good money, man. I'm making maybe at the time 10,000 a month for like 3 years, but I blew it all. Doing partying and traveling, and but I wasn't happy though. That's the thing. The only thing that made me happy, I figured out after all that time of going through all the trials and tribulations. The only thing that made me happy was the relationships I had. That's it.
Have a similar foundation. So my book, even though it's Create a Healthy Romantic Relationship, it does teach you the foundation to all healthy relationships. Then we focus on sexuality, because we know that 2,000 years ago, our sexuality was taken and controlled. And it is time for us to take that back, because that is where our power resides. And when we learn how to create a healthy sexual relationship with ourselves and with other people, it is amazing how easy it is for us to own our power and become potent.
Stream, it's online. I mean, what is anxiety all about, really?
So there's a few reasons why people might struggle with anxiety, and a lot of them overlap. So there is definitely something likely for some people to have a genetic component to it. So if you've got an anxious mum, you may be anxious because there is something in the genetics that say that part of your brain is going to be super sensitive and freak out more easily under certain conditions.
You what? If I'm going to do this, and if I'm going to make an impact in people's lives, I'm going to put myself on the chopping block. I'm going to use my life and the stories of other people and people that I've worked with and do it. So that was kind of like it in a nutshell, right?
Yeah. So what type of fighter was your husband?
He was mixed martial arts, MMA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. So how did you have the confidence to say, hey, I'm going to teach women how to do this, or men how to do this too? Because, a lot of people, they might be good at something.
Right.
But they might not be good at teaching it or showing people how to do it.
You know what? It was something that I
knew. By the time he lost his car and rocked it off, that was years later. And Rick was right about that. That's the only drug dealer I ever heard say that. They always say, yeah, it was all them crackers. No, they weren't. They weren't crackheads yet. They weren't selling their clothes and their body yet. They weren't strawberries yet. That takes time to get that addicted.
Yeah,
when you stop going to work, then it just starts a domino effect. The job gets lost. You can't afford it. That took years to happen. He said crackheads didn't come to about 80 years. The first couple of years, no, they were just addicts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the sky and that I like. Here from Cali, I live in the valley. Then you look sexy.
Yo. It's official, like a referee with a whistle. Like, share, video, and all that good stuff. And we're going to do like we always do. We're going to talk that talk, and we're going to go out and make it happen. So, hey, man, there's a lot of stuff going on in this crazy world that we live in. But, hey, we focus on the things that we can control, not the things that we can't control. Everyone got their opinion and whatever. And everybody, I feel this way, I feel that way. But over here, we choose to do what works best for us. That's how we do it over here. You know what I'm saying? Because I always say, man, look, I'm a practical thinking guy. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. That's how I was raised, you know. Now, like, share the video, and don't forget to check out my Patreon, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what really goes down at. They said it goes down in the DM. I said it goes down in the Patreon. It goes down in the DM. It goes down in the Patreon. That's where it goes down at. You know what I'm saying? It goes down in the Patreon, man. You know? So, you know, there's a lot of people that, well, there really is a lot of things going on that people are doing that's based on feelings. And it's not very productive. You know, I mean, I can make a long list of things that I see men and women doing, especially women in North America that they're doing. And it's never going to amount into anything in the future. It's just based on how they feel in a given moment, you know. And see, the other day I had a conversation with somebody. I think this was last Sunday. Last Sunday, last weekend. And I was telling them, I said, look, women treat dogs better than guys today. And they never even thought about it that way. I said, yeah, women treat dogs. And I said, look at these women with 2 and 3 dogs in your neighborhood where you live at. And P.S. by the way, being in the dog business, oh, that's a good business, by the way. That's a good business, boy. Think about it. In this day and time, there's dog clothes you can buy. You can babysit the dogs. You can cut the dog hair and clean the dog and give him a bath. You can drop them off. There's services that provide all of this. You can even leave the dog with somebody for long-term care for months, weeks at a time. So if you go out of town, there's a service in your big city, could be in small towns, mostly big cities. There's somebody in your town got long-term care for dogs. You can leave your dog with somebody and pay them, and you could be gone working for 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, 4 months, and pay them. And when you get back from being out of town, go pick your dog up, pay them the tab, and go about your business. Man, what a good business to be in. And I'm talking like people will pay almost anything for their dog. They get served. And then you got, of course, you got the vet. They've been making money off pets and dogs. We know that. To get, maybe your dog might need a shot. I heard it's what, $200, $300, $400 for a shot at a vet. Oh man, that's a good business to be in, man. So people, women mainly, they'll do anything for their dogs. They're attached to them dogs, right? I mean, I see it all the time. You got a woman, a single woman, or an older woman, especially. They got 2 and 3 dogs at home. So when I see that, that's kind of a red flag, by the way. I don't think having all them damn pets is a positive. When I was growing up, they used to say, if you see a single woman with too many dogs, that bitch is lonely. That's what they used to say. And turns out most of the time it's true. But I always say if she got 2 and 3 dogs, ain't too much room for a man. You know, that's like kids. That's like having I look at the dogs kind of like kids now. Now I didn't always look at it like that in the past, but the way they treat these dogs now, shit. You know. And think about this for a second. You got guys, the way these women treat these dogs, women will never treat guys like that. Think about that for a second. Women will never, ever go out of their way treat guys like they do their damn dogs. And this is a conversation I had with somebody last weekend. You know, and people don't even think about it. It's like they act like the way they treat dogs, it's always been this way. No, no. When I was growing up, there weren't no dog clothes. Weren't no dog clothes growing up. No. When I was growing up, you couldn't leave your dog with some dog daycare service. That shit didn't exist. No, that's new shit. No. Only you can leave your dog with a neighbor or a family member or a friend. They would say, hey, go to the house and make sure feed my dog once a day or something like that. You know, that's it. Or they'll bring the dog over and your dog will be chilling with the rest of the dogs at the house. But the way it is now, where the dog's getting the hair clipped and they're giving the dog a bath, and hell no, they wasn't doing that shit back then. I mean, the only way you would see your dog hair clipped is if the dog got sick. That's the only way. But today, they treat the dog like it's like they treat the dog like the dog going to get a haircut. I'm like, what the hell? And these same women would never treat a man like this. And that's a problem. That's a big problem. There's something wrong with, maybe it's just me. If it's me, hey, let me know. Leave me a comment and you know, let me know. Maybe I'm out of pocket. You know, this same woman would never, ever treat a man the way she do her dogs. If she treated her man the way she treated her dog, the average woman would say, hey, that's like slavery. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. That's a problem today. Yeah, a lot of women they've been lied to. You know, it's like, and this is the how backwards a lot of women are. You know, it's like, and it doesn't even dawn on them that what they're doing is not normal. People weren't treating dogs the way they are now. You know, now they've been treating men like this in the past. Yeah. You know, now I'm not saying there aren't any women out here that show their husbands as much love as they do their pets. I'm not saying that ain't the case. But those numbers are far and few in between. That's all I'm saying. You know? And dogs have more rights than people in this society. well, not everybody, but when it comes to us, for sure, dogs have more rights than us. You know, it is. This shit sounds crazy, but you can go look it up. In most states, over 40 states, if I'm not mistaken, if you abuse a dog or shoot a dog, you can be prosecuted. You could go to jail in most states to this day. So somebody went to, maybe they went to the White House, or maybe some company, probably some big corporation, push a bill, or wanted to push a bill, or I should say, did push a bill through one of these politicians for dog rights. Yeah. Yeah. Now, the only people that benefits from this is the big companies. They make most of the money, I should say. I mean, let's say if you start a dog business today or next week or whatever, you might make good money. You might be, if you became a dog walker, a dog trainer, you make good money. But that's peanuts compared to the big corporations like PetSmart. Like PetSmart, oh, they're making millions of dollars. Compared to the dog trainer, he's making peanuts. They don't care about that little bit of money. A dog walker, dog trainer, that they making peanuts compared to PetSmart. PetSmart is making millions of dollars. So they benefit. And it's two other companies that's like PetSmart out here. You know, they making millions of dollars. They benefit. But the women don't. The women don't benefit. Not at all. All they get is a pet to keep them company so they won't get lonely at night. Or lonely during the day, whichever time she's home, the majority of the time. You know, so that's the game that's being played on a lot of women out here. You know, they put all this time in these all these damn dogs, and don't make no room for a man to come in. They're not even open, you know, to a man coming in. Shit, he got to get past the dog first. That shit is crazy out here, man. You know, it's crazy. And I don't hear anybody talk about this shit. People just act like what's going on today is normal and it's been going on forever. No, this is some new shit. Like I said, there wasn't no dog clothes back in the day. There wasn't no dog walker. There wasn't no dog service. You know, that shit didn't exist back then. You know, I didn't. If they did exist, I ain't see none. I'll say that. I didn't see none. Like 25 years ago, I didn't see no dog clothes. No, I didn't see none. And I grew up on a farm. And I knew other people that had farmland. I ain't seen no dog clothes around. Now, people train their dogs. There was a lot of that going on. You know, people clean the dog, wash the dog. Yeah, we did it ourselves. But it wasn't no service. Nobody come. Today, there's dog services that'll come to your house, pick your dog up, and take them back to their office. And when they get done, they'll bring the dog back home to you. and you pay them a fee. That's a good business to be in, man. And they're making tons of money doing it. What a business. Because these people pay top dollar to take care of their dogs. I'm like, man, I'm in the wrong business. I'm in the wrong business, man. I'm going at this shit all wrong. Shit. You know? Shit. You know, hey. I'm telling you, man, this shit is wild out here. And let me tell you what I think is the nastiest shit. When I see women kissing dogs in the mouth. Oh, man. No. You kissing dogs in the mouth. And then you gonna try to kiss me. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
She belongs to the streets.
Hell no. No. If I see a woman kissing a dog in the mouth, your lips is off limits to me for life. Hell no. Hell, you nasty bitch. Nope.
Move your ass or blow your fucking brains out.
No, I can't do that. You know? Yeah, but you know, there's a video that was circulating a couple months ago where a dude, young black dude, was with a white woman with a dog in a video. And I think she had some ice cream on a cone. And she was feeding the dog the ice cream with a spoon, right? And after she gave the dog a scoop of ice cream in the dog mouth, she gave my man a scoop of ice cream on the same spoon.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I was like, this clown, this woman just played you on video. Nah. No. If a woman did that to me, I lose my. If a woman did that to me, and if I didn't know she did that to me, and I found out later, it wouldn't go well. I lose my goddamn mind. I lose my man mind. I go off because, and I'm like, you trying to play me like that? Oh no, it wouldn't end up well. No. You know. So you know when I see these women with dogs like that, I just avoid them. To be honest, you know. I avoid women with with dogs, especially older women. And P.S. by the way, leave these old hoes alone. Leave these older women alone, man. Leave them older women alone, man. Spend your time with women that are younger than you. Don't spend a lot of time around these older women. When I say older women, I'm talking like any woman over 45 or above. Don't spend time with women that are 45. So let's say you're 42. Date 5 to 10 years younger than your age. So if you're 42, a good age would be 30, 32, something like that. 29. Don't date no 45, 50-year-old woman if you're 42 years old. Most of them women is old hoes. They got so much baggage. I mean, you don't even know the half of it. And I know a lot of these older women. Well, I know what they've been, I know what they go through, and I know what they've been through. It's just too much baggage with a lot of them. It's like, and what you gonna do what you gonna tell her? What can an older woman learn from you anyway? Think about that for a second. You 42, she 55. What can a 55-year-old woman learn from you? Think about that. You 42, she 55, 57. What can she learn from you? Not a damn thing. She can't learn nothing from you. She already met every lame knucklehead dude since she's been living. And most of the guys she met didn't have good intentions. And the rest of them, she probably ran away based on her attitude and this type of person she is. I mean, those women are damaged, most of them. I mean, I know, I meet people all the time, man. You meet, let's say I met how old was she? 50? No kids, never been married. I say, hey, one last relationship you had? 5 years ago. If you ask how long, when the last relationship they had, they usually say 5, 10 years ago. So usually a long time. Never been married and no kids. That's a red flag, man. Something's wrong. She probably, she
belongs to the streets.
If she's 50 years old, man, no kids, never been married, 7 years since she had a serious relationship, I would keep it moving. The only thing that can come out of that, if you stick around her, if you want to smash, but don't take her out of town. Don't be meeting up with her all the time. What else you shouldn't do? Don't do anything that's going to make her feel like you seriously want to get to know her. Don't buy her no gifts on the holidays, Christmas, Valentine's. Don't do it, because if you buy her a gift on Valentine's and Christmas, she's gonna think, oh, he likes me. He's trying to get to know me now. No, don't do it. Date younger, 5, 10 years younger, or probably longer than that. I mean, it just depends on you and depends on her. But don't put too much stock in dating these older women. You know, now there's a difference between if you met her when she was younger and she got older. Now, okay, that's a different story. That's a different story. You know what I'm saying? That's a different story. That's okay, you know. But if you just met her last week, 6 months ago, a 50-year-old, 45, no, no, no. It's smash and go. If that's what you want to do now, you know what I'm saying? Now, there's always exception to the rule, but for the most part, most of these women got so much baggage. I mean, you don't know the half of what these women go through or have been through. You know, these is old hoes in most cases. You know, they got all these crazy, outlandish expectations. You know, I'm like, they're worse than the damn young girls. They raised the damn young girls. That's why these young girls act the way they do. I'm like, it's old. And then, you know what's crazy? Another thing that's crazy. A lot of these older women be saying, hey, I don't like to move fast. I want to get to know you better first. What for? What you waiting for? What you trying to save? Ain't nothing sacred about being a 50-year-old woman, a 45-year-old woman, 60-year-old woman. You need to be giving that shit up all the time. What you wait? You can't get pregnant no more in most cases. What you waiting on? It ain't no difference between tonight and next week for a 50-year-old woman. What the hell we doing here? You know, I mean, come on, man. We ain't gonna be in no serious relationship. We ain't ever getting married. So what we waiting on? What we waiting on? You know, like I said, I know some of these older women. I met them, you know, when they was kind of on the cuff, you know, across that 45. I'm like, what we waiting for? Let's just go ahead and get it over with. No. Yeah, I mean, it don't make no sense. You know, I mean, I can see if she was a young girl, if she's in her 30s, okay, I get it. Now, this makes sense now, you know? But for 45, 50, 55, and you talking about, hey, I like to take things slow, for what? When the guys come through, the answer should be yes to everything. What you saying no for? The answer should be yes, because the pickings are getting slim for you if you're an older woman. That's just a reality. And I don't care how good you look. No, them good looks is, you can't compete with a 25-year-old or 28-year-old. Not even 30-year-old woman, you can't compete. So that ain't gonna work, you know. That's how you get hit. No, I'm telling the truth. I have to push back, Sharp. I'm 42. I dated older women. Things were good. She even broke bread. I learned if she ain't got nothing to assist you, then keep a distance, but I don't mean stay into it long term. Yeah, I get that. Like I said, some do break bread, but that's rare. You know, let me tell you what a lot of older women I see doing now. They stay close to their kids, especially if their kids got grandkids. If she's a grandmother, they usually stay close to the kids because they don't got nothing else to do. They failed in their relationship. So a lot of them stay close to their kids, right? And then you have some older women, wherever the kids go, they go. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell are you doing? You trying to follow your kids? If their kids move, like out of state, shortly afterwards, she going too. I'm like, what the hell you doing? They don't want your old ass around like that. If your kids is 25, 20 in the 20s, they don't want to be around no 55-year-old woman or 60-year-old woman like that. I'm talking they living with them. The mom live with them. I'm like, they don't want you around like that. They married and got their own kids. You need to get the hell on. This is what I see from a lot of these the women my age and older that have kids. I tell, hey, they don't want you around like that. They ain't gonna tell you that though. So they'll be around taking care of the kids when the husband and wife want to go somewhere. You know, they basically trying to find a useful. They're trying to be useful in some type of way, so she can shack up with her son and daughter being married to whoever he may be. You know, because you know why? Because mom can't afford to be by herself. She can't afford it. She can't do it financially. She can't do it. So she's trying to hold on to her son at arm's length or hold on to her daughter. So wherever her kids go, she's going to be near them. There's a lot of that going on today. You know, like that's some weirdo shit, you know, but it happens. It happens, man. It's like I know a woman that live I don't know, probably 20 minutes from me. And this is when I first moved back to North Carolina. You know, I used to, you know, stop at everybody's house that I'm close to, whatever. So one day, I was like, yo, I text her, I said, yo, I'm about to come over. She was like, I ain't there no more. I'm like, what? What do you mean you ain't there no more? I'm gone. I'm up. I live in the Midwest now. I'm like, what? How the hell? That's a fast move in less than, it wasn't even a month since that time I seen her. That bitch was gone. God damn. I mean, God damn. You know, I'm like, man. So that's the type of shit you got going on out here, man. That's why a lot of grandmas don't want their sons to move out and be successful. They are using their son as a way to support them, not realizing when they get a stroke, can't function, their sons cannot even take care of themselves, let alone them. Yeah, that happens, man. Yeah, that definitely happened, bro. A lot of moms use their sons as a lottery ticket when it comes to going to the NFL and NBA, especially. And even baseball, same thing. They use their son as kind of a lottery ticket. It's kind of like they stay close and they're very mindful of the woman that comes around too. Like if the mom don't like the girl that her son is trying to talk to, that relationship ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna last. You know, because the mom is kind of sitting on the side like, shit, you in the way. I'm trying to wait until my son get drafted and get that bonus check. I need some place to live. Huh?
No, 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 no.
Yeah, mom she needs some place to live. And you know, a lot of these guys get with white women when they're in college. And boy, that's a very uncomfortable situation for a young white woman. Once you got to deal with them black mamas. God damn. Woo-wee. Boy, them white women have a hard time with that shit, boy. You know, because that's a battle. Because the white women looking like, shit, I ain't going nowhere either. God damn it. I've been around here for a year or two. I've been keeping my eyes on him from a distance for 3 years. I just got past all the smoke from all these other women at college. Now I got to deal with the mom. Shit. So, hey, the white women done put time in, man. They be like, man, I ain't going down without a fight now. Now, shit. Mom in the way. And mom looking at her like, this bitch in the way.
She belongs to the streets.
That shit is hilarious. I've seen that play out in person too. I've seen that play out in person one time. You know, yeah, man. But so yeah, man. It's just, look. There's some older women I'm close to. They've been there for me. I have a sense of how do I say? I'm kind of I feel like I want to repay them in some type of way. I don't know what it could be, but eventually I'll repay them in some type of way. So I feel like that's how I feel, because they were there for me or whatever when I was down or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we know that we ain't ever gonna be together. We ain't ever get married. We have an understanding. We know this. It doesn't make any sense for me to get with them because they're in the late 40s and 50s. And some of them in the 60s. Because they know what I want. They know what I'm doing. They know what I want out of life. And they know that they can't provide that as a woman. They say, oh, he's a young man. I'm younger than she is anyway. They know this. So they say, hey, you need to get with a younger woman that can, make your dreams come to life, so to speak. They know this. So it's not like, that's just a reality. They know this. They understand this. But they stay close to me. I stay close to them. And it's going to pretty much stay this way until, I don't know, until somebody dies. That's how it's going to be, So there's no delusion on either side, But I respect them, I wish them well, whatever they decide to do with the rest of their life. Some of them, the funny thing is, all of them used to be married. All of them used to be married, and all of them have kids. And all of their kids are adults. It's only 3, 4, yeah. 4 or 3 of them that are older women that I'm close to. All of them have kids that are adults, And all of them used to be married. Yeah, you know. But yeah, you know, so it's cool. I don't have anything bad to say about them. You know. And you know what? They don't have no dogs either. They don't have no dogs. They don't got time for that shit. They don't got no dogs, man. You know, they're not them types of women that got dogs, you know, and pet and cats and around and all that shit. You know, so you know, I just think it's a tragedy when you see women taking care of their dogs, going above and beyond the call of duty for their dogs, but they never would treat the man that they live with like that. There's something wrong with that. That's not normal. You know, but in this society, women do what they want to do. You know, people doing what they want to do. They're kind of all over the place. I always say I do what works. I don't always do what I feel all the time. You know, and that's the thing. That's the thing, man. So, hey, I'm gonna put the link in here. Any questions, man? Just click the link, you know. Otherwise, I'm gonna get up off here, you know. I pretty much said everything I wanted to say. You know. I think the way things are today, I think it's gonna get worse. You know, I think there's a lot of people are stressed, men and women. A lot of people are overworked. A lot of people are having a hard time, and plus, it's gonna be some more hard times coming about financially for a lot of people. You think it's bad now? Oh, it's gonna get worse. They already started laying off people at some of these big companies, but you don't hear about it on the television. You know, people are already starting to get laid off. You know, so it's gonna get worse. It's gonna be blood out in the streets. You know, and a lot of women are not gonna have all those freedoms that they used to have financially. It's not gonna be like that. The way it's been for the past 15 years, I would say. You know, all those women's rights and all that stuff. A lot of states are starting to roll that shit back. And the federal and the Supreme Court, I would say, they starting to roll that shit back too. You know? Now, how long it's gonna last that way? I don't know. But, you know, some people you give an inch, they take a mile. You know, that's some people. I think some women go too far, man. I'm all for women being able to do what they want and all that stuff, but some of these women go too far, man. You know, you don't have to take from one person or one group to prosper. Yeah, you don't got to do that shit. That's anybody with that mentality. That tells me you're very insecure. I mean, that's the weirdest shit. There's people that think that if I get something for free, or one group gets something for free, they act like that's gonna take something away from them. I mean, that's the most insecure shit ever. Like, for real. A lot of people are like that. in North America. Even a lot of foreigners, they're like that too. You know, that's the weirdest thing ever. If they know I'm getting something for free, they go into kind of defense mode. Like people get very upset. You know, it's weird, bro. I remember years ago. I think it's probably like 5 years ago. I think I was Hey, what's up, man? What's on your mind?
Yeah, just responding. I can't talk long, but people who are always taking from others, man. I've noticed. To me, it's a sickness, man.
It might be.
It's like a form of narcissism where they can only function if someone else is dysfunctional. You do you
Yeah.
understand? They're so dysfunctional themselves, they cannot live unless everything else is dead around them. It's like inside they're dead, and they're like vampires. They just feed off you. If you got a lot of energy, you have a lot of spirit, intelligence, because you don't have these things. Or excuse me, they don't have these things. They have to find a way to shoot you down.
Yeah, they
Because
broke.
God forbid you're that perfect, or in their eyes you're that perfect.
Yeah, they're broken, man.
Yeah, and I learned you cannot fix a broken person.
Oh no. You best thing you can do is get away from that person.
Yeah,
There's no hope.
Yeah, there is no hope. No hope and no happy ending, because a person like that will consistently live off the negativity till they end up destroying their own self.
Yeah, they self-sabotage, man. I know people that's like that. It's like everything can be going well. Y'all might have had a nice weekend. Y'all were productive and doing whatever y'all did. And when y'all get back home, it's like, what the hell's going on with you? It's like, am I missing something? Like, you scratching my head, like, huh? You know, like, I don't know. I don't get it. I met people that were like that.
Yeah, because it's sickness, man. It's a unfortunate. It's almost. It's like, to me, there are sicknesses that are like, or you touch a person, get STDs or AIDS or something.
Yeah.
There's also another one which is spiritual, just living in the house with somebody like that, or coming in contact with them every day. Eventually, it's like something comes off that person and comes into you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's like it's a part of you now. And now that sickness is now conflicting with you, and if you're not a strong person, it'll consume you, and then you'll start hurting your own family and friends. And it's like, where is this all coming from? Is because you were influenced by this evil spirit that you really didn't realize entered you, man.
Yeah, that shit happens, man. You know, it's weird, man. It's like some people it's kind of like, you know what's crazy? Some people are like, always, they say stuff like, man, I can't wait until I make it, till I get to the top, this and that or whatever. And when they so-called quote make it, when they get to the top, they self-sabotage.
Yeah, because they're afraid to breathe. They're afraid that people are gonna look behind the curtain like the Wizard of Oz and realize they're not that talented. They think deep down they really shouldn't be there. And because they shouldn't, they're gonna do something to make an actual life altering decision to say, okay, it never should have happened. Because that's how sick they are. They cannot accept, stability, happiness. It's almost like they think you have to chase it. You know what I mean? They don't believe you can actually just stand and be stable. It's like they have to keep chasing this dream, and when they catch it, no. You got to keep on going, because if I catch you, what's the next step? I can't enjoy you. That's a job. That's a relationship, a house. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Okay, what do I do now that I have this thing?
Yeah, it's always like a next new thing they're looking for. People live
It's
their whole
almost
life.
like a drug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, thanks for coming
just,
on, brother.
It's like a drug. All right, Sharp. See you next time.
All right. Yep. There you have it, man. It's been almost 55 minutes, man. You know. Like, share the video. Don't forget to check out the Love Can't Wait podcast and all that good stuff. And also don't forget to check out the Patreon, man. You know? Check out the Patreon, and I just uploaded a new episode on the Patreon yesterday. You know, it's probably one of the best episodes I put up there yet. And I got a new one coming. I'm probably gonna put that up Sunday. It's all about getting some money. That's what the new episode is all about. It's gonna be on the Patreon. It's audio. It's all about getting some money and how this money thing really works, and how you can have prosperity, and how you can win. You know, when it comes to this money game that we live in, the whole system. I break the whole thing down. I talked about how I learned it, how I was told to look at it, and how it really is, and how you can have a competitive advantage in this system, financial wise. You know, how you can get a leg up, man, and prosper, invest your money, and win. And keep in mind, the more money you have, the more opportunities you have, the more freedom you have. You'll be able to take care of yourself, your family, the people around you, and everything. And things get better, you know. But always keep in mind, you're only as strong as the people that you have around you. So, if you got a weak team, it ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna last. You know, the old saying goes, a family that's divided will fall. So keep that in mind. So until next time, man, I'm out. Peace.
Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight.